Imagine this. You work hard, you pay your bills, you even save a little every month. You're not irresponsible with money, but still, you feel like you're not getting ahead. Your bank account goes up and then back down. You try to do the right thing, but something doesn't add up. And this is where most people get it wrong. It's not that you're not making enough money, it's that you're losing money without realizing it. Small leaks, invisible, constant, that combined are draining thousands of dollars a year from your pocket. And the worst part? You don't even know it's happening. My name's Jack, and I spend way too much time thinking about how people lose money without realizing it. If you're someone who works hard, tries to save, but feels like you never really get ahead, make sure to subscribe and hit like if this video helps you. Because today, we're going to break down something almost nobody explains. How much money you're losing every year without realizing it. And trust me, once you see the real numbers, you'll never look at your money the same way again. Let's start with something simple. Coffee. Let's say you buy a $4 coffee 5 times a week. That's $20 per week, $80 per month, $960 per year. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Jack, that's not that much money. And yeah, on its own, it's not. But here's where it gets really interesting. That's not the problem. The problem is that this is just one of many invisible expenses. Let's add up some common expenses. Coffee, $960 per year. Subscriptions, Netflix, Spotify, apps, $50 a month, or $600 per year. Occasional fast food, $10 times 3 times a week, or $1,560 per year. Impulse online shopping, $100 a month, or $1,200 per year. Bank fees, small interest, $300 per year. Total, $4,620 per year. Now, pause for a second. We're not talking about luxury. We're talking about normal, everyday things. Things almost everyone does. And still, you're losing over $4,000 a year without realizing it. But this isn't even the most important part. Because you're not just losing $4,620, you're losing what that money could become. If you invested that $4,620 per year at an average return of 8%, in 10 years, you'd have about $67,000. In 20 years, $228,000. And in 30 years, over $560,000. Yeah, $500,000 from expenses you don't even remember making. So why does this happen? This is where psychology comes in. Your brain is not designed to detect small, repeated losses. It's designed to avoid big losses. That's why spending $1,000 hurts, but spending $10 100 times doesn't feel the same. This is called accumulated insensitivity. And companies know this. That's why everything is monthly subscriptions, small payments, only $9.99. Because $9.99 doesn't trigger your mental alarm. But multiplied by 12, multiplied by years, it becomes massive. Now, let's talk about something almost nobody wants to admit. Convenience costs money. A lot of money. For example, ordering food versus cooking. Uber versus public transportation. Quick purchases versus comparing prices. You pay more to think less. And it's not necessarily wrong, but here's the problem. You do it every day. And that turns convenience into a constant money leak. Here are some silent leaks most people ignore. 1. Not renegotiating services. Internet, insurance, phone, you could be paying 20 to 30% more. 2. Credit card interest. A $2,000 balance at 20% equals $400 lost per year. 3. Lifestyle inflation. You earn more, you spend more, and never move forward. 4. Forgotten money. Apps, memberships, automatic charges. This is what most people don't realize. You don't need to make more money to improve your life. You need to stop losing it. Now, you might be thinking, but Jack, I enjoy my coffee, my subscriptions. And you're right. This isn't about cutting everything. It's about awareness. Because there's a huge difference between spending with intention and spending on autopilot. All right, here's the important part. How do you stop losing money without realizing it? 1. Audit your spending. Review 3 months of transactions. Yes, it's boring, but it's eye-opening. 2. Eliminate the invisible. Cancel what you don't use. Automatic equals dangerous. 3. Apply the 3-day rule. Before buying something unnecessary, wait 72 hours. 70% of the time, you won't want it anymore. 4. Automate your savings. Make your money disappear before you can spend it. 5. Define what's worth it. Spend freely on what you love, cut aggressively on what you don't. This is where everything changes. Rich people don't just make more money, they lose less money. They're obsessed with leaks because they understand something simple. It's not about how much comes in, it's about how much stays and grows. So next time you think, I need to make more money, ask yourself first, how much money am I losing without realizing it? Because you might already have enough. You're just letting it slip away. And if you can plug those leaks, you won't just save more money, you'll completely change your financial future. If this video made you see your money differently, hit like, subscribe, and start today. Because every day you ignore this is money you'll never get back.